If I was gay, I would be cleaning up on that front. You better believe I'd be out here, hey. I just happen not to be gay.
Can I ask you a personal question?
That's my private, personal business.
Yeah.
Are you close to your parents?
No, not as much. Which is why well, let me be very clear when I say this.
Right.
I love my mom and dad a lot. I love them a ton, but I'm just like kind of distant from a lot of my family.
Yeah, and do you think that is the reason that you would defer to your relationship as opposed to your parents' approbation of that relationship?
I mean, I hope not, but it might be, and I'm not aware of it, right? Like, I would hope that even if I had a strong relationship with my family, if they were trashing a significant other, that
Prove it.
I would say, well, no, that's not acceptable. Like, if you're going to keep doing that, I'm going to choose my partner that I chose. But I mean, who's to say, right?
What if they were trashing your significant other because they thought she was bad? You're straight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you though? I'm pretty sure you making a whole thing about how you're bi. Just saying, he asked you straight out in a respectful manner. Why didn't? Well, it seems like you're embarrassed. No bullying and harassment. I'll let your minds do it for you.
Because they were trashing because they thought it was bad for you.
That's different. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I mean, like, if they say, I don't mean that they're like,
bi.
this person is like trashy and like you can do better.
He's openly bi.
I mean, like, they're like racist, or they're like, I don't like your significant other because like I don't like what their parents.
okay, those are red lines. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So that view of truth that you.
Hold on. So you're saying it's embarrassing that men can't even admit to being straight nowadays. Well, so you're coming from the other side of things and thinking that he's purposely saying that he's straight for... Well, expand on this if you can. Because I'm thinking that either just for expediency or because he was talking about, a woman and they were talking about relationships. So I was thinking maybe expediency. He's just like, yes, I do engage with women. And he, primarily, I think he does. So it could have been that. Or it was the fact that he was embarrassed to say, no, I'm actually bi. But context sounds like you're saying something a little bit different. I'm not sure. Well, that may know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that view of truth that you exposited there, that's, to me, that's an instrumental view of truth. I do not possess, I think Peterson kind of possessed that, the me thing. I do not view that at all.
Hold on, I missed something.
Not for sure.
Like, I don't like your significant other because like I don't like what their parents. That's different. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh,
I mean, like, if they say, I don't mean that they're like, this person is like trashy and like you can do better. I mean, like, they're like racist, or they're like, I don't like your significant other because like I don't like what their parents.
Okay, that's a.
All right. Okay. So if your parents are trashing your significant other, and then Peter Boghossian says, what if they're giving legitimate criticisms? And Mr. Nan said it's not trendy to say you're straight. Considered boring.
Okay, so that's boring.
But again, that's why I'm confused at Quantek's comment, because he is bi. So the same thing like with Henry. It's like, bro, exactly what you're saying. If I was gay, I would be cleaning up on that front. You better believe I'd be out here, hey. I just happen not to be gay. So I'm just curious why he felt it's so important to maybe he didn't feel it so important. Again, maybe it was expediency.
Let's be fair, okay?
It doesn't really matter if sometimes he likes to suck a dick, because that's not what he's asking about. So he said he's only bi because it's trendy. Well, he is a cuck and a masochist. And again, so if this is the case, then why did he say it? I know this. I'm asking why he didn't say it. Context said, I'm more so talking about the cultural phenomenon that men nowadays can't have a simple answer to a simple question. There's always got to be some kind of underlying, maybe. That question. I guess. I don't know. I'm willing to say expediency. That was for the just like to get to the point. This is what I mean. This is the opposite of when people are being pedantic. Well, it's like, well, technically, I actually, 65% of the time I have sex with this type of person, so actually, technically, I'm not straight. Nobody cares. He was asking just to be like, oh, so, when we're talking about your relationship, it's a woman, right? That's what I think. I'm mostly gay.
Those are red lines. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that view of truth that you exposited there, that's, to me, that's an instrumental view of
Yeah.
truth. I do not possess. I think Peterson kind of possessed that. You know, the mean thing. I do not view that at all. I think that there's something.
Something's wrong with you. Really.
Joke.
There's something that enables you to get through the day like that. And there's something, I think that the force of evolution in general, we haven't evolved to be truth-seeking beings. We've evolved to understand conditions and through natural selection that enable us to procreate.
That's really important. I got a lot of boos at audiences when I say that, but humans are not truth-seeking machines at all. That's a very unnatural. There's a lot you have to
100%.
unlearn, right?
Yeah, this is why we need these prepackaged things, because most people are too dumb to be able to do the intellectual work even if they wanted to, and most people are too lazy to even want to. So I agree with you, again, that we need a structure. Christianity is one of them. So far, it seems to be the best one out there in general, but it's got a lot of flaws.
Fix this.
Oh, it's going to be fixed.
I don't think any Christian here would disagree with that.
When you do philosophy, the whole goal is to make almost everything queer and alien to you. It's like, what the fuck? I don't understand how. Like a lot of that building block is peeling back all of the initial biases you have, and a lot of people have a hard time accepting that. Like the example I was going to give earlier was like the internet. People thought that when the internet came out, holy shit, everybody's going to be a fucking genius. We've got all the information everywhere.
That didn't work.
When in reality, you see that truth as an instrument. Well, now you have the ability to find whatever truth you want, whatever actually fits you the best. And it's.
Excuse me, this is misinformation, okay?
It could be a bit wrong.
Just because I talked to a black person and a woman and a gay, shout out to Mike Harlow, I'm going to be on his show tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. That don't mean I believe in DEI, all right? DEI can D-I-E. Yeah, I'm saying.
It's unfortunate, but.
I think by and large, you really, how old are you?
35.
I've had so many people say to me that, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I've had so many people say to me that you're like a younger version of me.
Okay.
I would take that as a huge compliment.
Has anybody said that to you?
No. Right.
I've heard people overlap our stuff a lot because of the epistemic exercises you do with like college students and stuff.
Oh yeah, the spectrum street.
Shout out to SSE.
Sometimes when I listen to your conversations, I think that a lot of that stuff can be cleared up. Like if you look at this as a cognitive or epistemological intervention, to just say to somebody right in the beginning, okay, like how important is truth to you?
Top of the list.
And then like frame the conversation around what is true and if they want to know things that are true. And that will cause them to shed some of these sclerotic notions of, oh, you know, I have to adhere to this belief because it's a community.
If I do, they will kill me.
I have to be very recalcitrant when it comes to this. But I think in the context of a conversation, when you frame it around what's true, you can cut through a lot of the noise. And then
Exactly. You can cut through a lot of the noise because what is true is true. It's just simple. What Gonsek's talking about, well, there's everything is nuanced. There is a lot of nuance in the world, but that doesn't mean that everything is nuanced. There is nuance in many things, but it seems like an overcorrection of the black and white world that we came from maybe in the 50s and pre-industrial complex.
Overcorrection.
Whatever, I don't fucking know, but you know what I mean. When you can cut through, like, well, how do you feel? Like, no. What is your, what are your genetics? What are your chromosomes? What are what are your genitalia?
What are you?
Those are truth. Those are things that, I was going to say, this is something we can grab onto and sink our teeth in.
Phrasing.
Dylan says, do you own a nice shirt, Steven? I asked this as someone who also likes to wear t-shirts and baggy clothes. I think it's him and Tim do the exact same thing. They always wear the same exact thing wherever they go and whatever they're doing. And so do I. It's a convenience where I don't have to, you don't even have to worry about whatever. I think it's a branding thing. It helps. The same way where the blue hair was a branding thing. Maybe one day, if you open your heart, then you'll get it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.